You work hard to send your kids to school ready to learn, right? From homework help to those required reading minutes to extra tutoring when you see your students struggling. But you might be missing the most important thing. My next guest believes boosting your child's emotional IQ tops academic strategies when it comes to helping kids learn. Studio 5 parenting contributor Heather Johnson is here with ways you can build emotional intelligence, or EQ, at home. It's great to have you.
Well, thanks.
That's a bold statement. More important than IQ is EQ. Why do you feel that way?
More important, and I'm totally comfortable backing that statement, right? Our kids can't learn. They can't be academically prepared if they haven't figured out how to manage their emotions first. If they don't have an inner preparedness, they can't handle the academics. It's across the board. So it doesn't matter how we look at it. If we want our kids to be able to gain knowledge, to learn, they've got to be able to manage what's going on and what they're processing inside first.
Is this book smarts versus street smarts? Is that a casual way of saying it?
Not even that much. Yes, there is some street smart to it, but remember, IQ isn't necessarily something that we can increase, right? We come with a capacity to learn, and then we can increase the knowledge we gain. In emotional intelligence, or quotients, is something that we can constantly be increasing. And what it is, it's our ability to manage our own emotions and know what to do with them. And then it's my ability to offer up empathy by seeing other people's emotions and knowing how to treat them when they have those emotions. And so it really is this ability to recognize, why do I feel this way and what should I do with it? And why might they feel that way, and how do I treat them when they feel that way?
As with any good lesson, it starts with you. You're turning the mirror on ourselves.
Always.
Parents need to model this.
We have to model it. If we can't control our own emotions at home, you know, in the workplace, when we're in the car with our kids, on the playground, wherever we might be, we teach them how they're going to model or manage their own emotions. And so if I lose my temper, if I'm impatient, if I use anger to deal with frustrations, our kids will eventually do that same thing. That's what we're modeling for them. So it's the very first thing we have to get rid of. We have to take a break and go, wait a second, why do I feel this way, and what do I do with those emotions once I have them?
You know I have a 2-year-old at home. Yeah. Emotions are running high.
All the time.
Already. And when those tantrums happen, are we too quick to jump in and try to shut them down?
We do. We're really quick. We want to turn off the emotion. We're afraid of it for some reason. Emotion should never be something we are afraid of. We should look at it and be so grateful. It is telling us that something's going on with our kids. Now, if it's a temper tantrum, it means something really bad's going on in their brain. We should be really grateful for it. We shut it down without knowing it, and this is something I do all the time if I'm not careful. For example, one of our kids will trip and fall, and as they get back up or I help them, I'm very quick to say, hey, jump up, it doesn't hurt that bad, you're okay.
You're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Now, what we've just done is we've taken a mind that's processing emotion really well, because kids are fantastic at it, and I've just said to her that it doesn't hurt. Now, she said in her brain, I must not understand this. My mom says this doesn't hurt, so I must be wrong. And so we teach them not to trust what their emotions are. We don't want to do that. So instead of shutting it down, we just validate it. Falling hurts your knee, doesn't it? It's that simple. If my sister took my book, I'd be upset too, right? They just want to be understood. So instead of shutting the emotion down, just validate it. Just let them know you see it. That's all we have to do. Just see it.
You also say don't punish emotion, and this is where those tantrums again come into play.
It is. We never want to punish emotion. You can punish behavior, but never punish emotion, right? The emotion is genuine to them. They're already involved in it and feeling it as a result of how they've processed the situation. You can punish the fact that they hit their sister, that they threw something, that they ran away from it, whatever that might be. But you can't or never want to punish the fact that they feel the way they do. So we want to keep them separate. And really a great way to do this is start teaching our kids that emotions are energy. That's all it is. Emotions are energy, and energy should be put towards reasoning. And so if they can understand that process, they're going to look at it and go, okay, I got all this emotion right now. This is just a lot of energy in my body. Let me take a break and look at how I can use this energy and reason through it. Whether it's understanding what I should do, understanding why someone else is acting the way that they are. And so then we give them a process to understand what's going on with their bodies.
And at the end of the day, don't take that emotion personally as the parent.
Never take it personally. That's a perfect time for us to show our children what empathy really looks like. There has to be a lifeline for them, whether they behave a certain way or not, right? Because the behavior in and of itself is a byproduct of a much deeper hurt. Whether they're tired, whether they feel a disconnect, whether they're afraid. And so we have to be the ones that always keep the lifeline strong and offer the empathy so that they know what to do with it. They've got to understand how to manage those emotions.
Great advice, as always, Heather. Thank you so much.